Hello everyone, my name is Aarush Gupta. I am from Gauteng in South Africa. Today I am going to be speaking on a very important topic. Equality takes the longest to grow, but it is the sweetest fruit. Gender is defined as portraying a certain trait of masculine or feminine by a group of people. The main difference between men and women are created by social and cultural differences, not biological ones. Back in the olden days, traditional beliefs of men being superior than women existed in almost all households. Even today, some of these beliefs are active and thriving in many countries. These beliefs are like viruses because they mutate and lead to bigger problems in society. Gender based violence is one of the symptoms of an unhealthy and closed minded society. Most places in the world that suffer from gender based violence are third world countries. Gender based violence takes place in primitive and lesser developed third world countries. Gender based violence and gender based discrimination are both symptoms of false traditional beliefs, but gender based violence is more serious. Gender based violence is more serious because it can take place in larger volumes and on a wider scale. It can be physical, sexual, emotional, structural, and it can be perpetrated by intimate partner, acquaintance, and strangers. A developing country can be put to halt from becoming a developed country by these issues. The socio-economic factors of developing countries means that people lack access to economic opportunities and are more likely to be victims of forced labor. In these places, women and men are both forced into labor and illegal acts of drug peddling. Women living in rural and underdeveloped parts of South Africa are subject to high level of gender-based violence. In my opinion, one of the contributing factors of continued gender based violence, despite the laws implemented globally, is the underrepresentation of women in administrative positions, be it the government or the workforce. The reason, in turn, for this representation is the lack of educational facilities provided to women globally. This lack of educational facilities leave them with no option but to be subject to predatory behavior of a patriarchal society. The primary step we, as the privileged, need to try and take is give as many opportunities as possible to women who have the necessary educational qualifications to take part in administrative positions. School plays an important role in the upbringing of children, given the possible denotation. Only 36% of women go into preliminary science and math fields. School is designed to accommodate men. The idea of schools started in 207 BC to 1600 BC by the YXIA dynasty. These early civilizations chose to prefer men over women. This created an economic and social gap between the two genders. This ripple of gap is still seen in modern society. This gap led to a patriarchal society. Now, what is a patriarchal society? It is a society where all men hold dominant position in society and the household. This type of society becomes unsustainable and unreliable. But men are also affected by the patriarchal conception of masculinity, which places pressure on men to be dominant, financial providers, strong, and removed from their emotions. The problem is gender based violence. It can be both against men and female. For any country to sustain a stature, its citizens must embody empathy rather than sympathy. Thank you.